Thank you, Wendy, and welcome to everybody who's joining us. This webinar was originally scheduled for November, so if you're one of the rescheduled people, thank you for being part of this. So, leadership lessons for heart-centered Agilists. It's really based on a presentation that I first developed at the Heart of Agile conference that was conducted in Pittsburgh in April of 2017. And the Heart of Agile, if you've never heard of it, is a radical simplification of Agile principles. It was created by Dr. Alistair Coburn. You can find out more at heartofagile.com. And Alistair was renewing his certified Scrum Master training. He's a master trainer in that. And as he was doing that, he said, as one of the originators of the Agile Manifesto, he was one of the original writers back in the year 2000. And he said the original concept behind Agile in the first place was to simplify, was to take, the arduous, heavy-handed waterfall software development process and simplify it, put people before process, put working software ahead of documentation, the values, that type of thing. And he said recently, in the last several years, when he went to renew his certification so he could teach Scrum again, there were approximately 200 different learning concepts that he had to check off. And he said, excuse me, we've got simplification 20 years ago is kind of the leading edge, the leading idea behind Agile. And now we've got 200 learning concepts. And there's got to be something going on here. And he said, really, let's condense Agile down into what's really the heart of Agile. That's 4 fundamental words: collaborate, deliver, reflect, and improve. And at the center of it is really human-centered. I love this. I'm absolutely enthralled and excited about some of the things that Heart of Agile is bringing to the world. And I'm part of the leadership team and very proud to be part of that. One of the things that Alistair does as part of the product delivery exercise is something called Carpaccio, and that's delivering in really tiny micro slices. And what's different about this? Well, we get together very, very early, as you do with all Agile product backlog, but you deliver it in really teeny tiny slices. Now, I'm not going to get into too much about the delivery because I want to talk about the leadership side of Heart of Agile. So what's different? Heart of Agile is really putting humans first, and we'll talk about that. So when we take a look at knowledge in terms of proficiency, you know what you know. If you're an engineer, you've taken engineering school. If you're a computer scientist, you took 4 years of computer science or 2 years as an associate degree. If you're a certified Scrum Master, you know about Scrum. And when I think about knowledge, I'm really reminded of a iceberg. And what's on top of the surface is our proficiency. Those are the things that we know. Now, within the Heart of Agile, there's this concept of shu-ha-ri, which are Japanese concepts. And when we take a look at mastery versus complicatedness, which is the little chart I have here, which is Dr. Coburn's chart, we start off learning things. We start off at the shu level, SHU level. As we progress and we start using things like Scrum or XP or Kanban, we actually learn the methods. We advance into something called the Ha level. That's when you know what you're doing. And he compares this to cooking, where you first start out and learn the very, very basics at the shu level. You can start and work with a recipe and repeat the recipe at the Ha level. At the Re level, it's mastery. You start getting into okay, I just know how to bake bread. I've baked it for 15 years, that type of thing. And those are the master chefs. And then we get into something called Kokoro. And Kokoro is really the essence. And I love the part about the essence of leadership. We all have leadership, I believe, inside of us in different ways. And we all have a chance at mastering it at work. We don't often always get the chance. So when we delve a little bit deeper between our known knowns, we've got this proficiency. We can gain knowledge in Scrum. We can gain knowledge in Agile processes. Then there's this level, which I call the thin ice. And that's the known unknowns. That's where you know enough to be dangerous, but you know that you're not ever going to be a master. I compare this to brain surgery. I know what brain surgery is, but as a mechanical engineer, I know enough that I will never be a surgeon. I would never try and do that because I know enough that I don't know. So that's my thin ice. And the area underneath is the unknown unknowns. That's the untapped human potential. That's your own leadership potential. That is vast, but you just don't know. You don't know it. These are things that you discover and kind of have aha moments. And it's like, wow, I had no idea. And I believe as millennials, we have millennials, Gen X, Gen Y, everyone has the potential to be a great leader. So my question to you is, are leaders born or learned? What do you think? Now, this is kind of a unique situation on this webinar because when I do these presentations live and in person, I have people sitting in front of me. I can see you, I can hear you, I can see your reactions. In the webinar, I can't really do that. So I'm going to ask you as we go along, if you see at the bottom of your screen, you should have various buttons. And one looks kind of like a little cloud, almost like a comic book strip icon. And that is the chat box. And you can click on that and you can chat with me during this presentation. And I would love to make this a more of an interactive presentation, even though you're on mute. So what do you think? Are leaders born natural leaders, or can you learn it? What do you think? Yes? Born? Learned? Just type in an answer if you wouldn't mind. Okay, I've got a couple people saying they're born. A couple people are saying, no, definitely they can learn. I believe it's a combination. I believe it is nature and nurture together. Some people are born natural leaders. Other people learn it. But I think it's really a combination. And I truly believe that 30 days is a habit forming. And we can test and try small, minuscule, agile bits of leadership to actually have progress and see results within 30 days. So let's do an experiment. Let's pretend we're building a product. If we're in product development, let's build an agile leadership toolkit. So let's take a look at some of the Heart of Agile concepts. We'll take a look at true collaboration.
Hi there, I hope you enjoyed that last clip. My name is Michael Maludis, and if you'd like to watch the full 60 minutes of that last webcast, while also getting complete unlimited access to our entire library of IT learning, simply visit our subscribe page at greatpro.org/subscribe. Unlimited annual access is $199 per year, but if you use the coupon code LEARN2EARN, you can drop that membership fee to just $149. That's less than $13 per month for unlimited access to over 1,000 hours of on-demand career development, covering the entire spectrum of IT management best practices, including business analysis and requirements, software development, quality and testing, risk management, process improvement, project management, and even digital transformation. But your membership doesn't just give you unlimited access to our vast learning library. You also get free access to our mobile app, as well as direct access to our network of over 300 of the world's leading IT consultants, all of whom are dedicated to putting practical knowledge at your fingertips so that you can learn more and earn more. I hope you will join me in becoming a member of the Great IT Professional and advancing your career with us. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button above so that you get notified whenever we publish new free webcasts each week of the year. Thank you for your time and best wishes for your continued success.